once again, Silverstone welcomes one and all to Malaysia for the curtain raiser to the fourth round of the 2005 Formula One season, the Silverstone Formula Malaysia F1 support race. Yes, you're in for some nail-biting action this time around. 10 speedsters will pit their skills over 10 laps on the Sepang F1 circuit, a total distance of 55.430 kilometers. Vying for top honours, we have Charlie Charles. He's defending his crown. Miko Nasi, the other main contender, is eager to prove that he's a better driver. And James Russell, cool and calm, is keeping things close to his chest. Well, he won't tell us what he's planning. He said, "I'll let my driving speak." This one is a wise head on young shoulders, only 18, and he's making his presence felt and plans to prove today that he is here to stay on the Malaysian racing scene. But before that, let's join the frantic mechanics, the backroom boys who are often the unsung heroes. They are the ones responsible for making the engines hum throughout the race, or rattle and spill off track midway, as the case may be. All Formula Hayabusas, all in a row, each raring to go. There's so much to do, everything must be tip-top. But again, as they say, no matter how perfect you think you've made things, there is still work to be done. After all, imperfection only makes us humans. And this old adage on racing circuits holds true. Anything can happen. But let's take a spell and see what happened during the qualifying sessions held a day earlier. These young men have pushed their Formula Hayabusa machines during the free practice sessions held earlier. Just under 600 kilograms, the Hayabusa is a 1300cc machine that is able to scorch the straights at 200 kilometers per hour. All you need is a stout heart to break that barrier. And it can be done, and drivers there are aplenty today who would want to belong to that elite club. But let's see how they fare in the race later. Nerves can be a boon or a bane at the same time. Drivers who are too eager to prove his sort could end up drawing donuts on the track or completely spinning out of it, like this driver here. Talent and quick thinking, and most of all, a cool head, are what that gets you up there on the podium in the end. At qualifying, again, it is Charlie Charles, the Silverstone-sponsored driver, who made it to pole position. He's shaved off 6 seconds off his last year's qualifying time of 2 minutes 17.502 seconds, and we thought that was impressive a year ago. But Charlie Charles is not sitting pretty, with just a slight edge over Kiwi Gene Rollinson, 25,000th of a second. Gene, who's a top-notch driver from Formula Challenge Championship New Zealand, is sharing that front row is definitely game for a shot at dethroning the defending champion.
Should be a tough race. We've got 2 New Zealand boys very close, Barry and Gene, very close behind. Miko Nasi will also think he's found a bit more pace today. He had a few problems throughout qualifying in the practice heats, but he's a quick driver, so there'll be 4 very quick guys, be very tight. And then, of course, the guys up the back are coming along, developing pretty fast as well, so it should be a close race.
And all the top 8 qualifiers have improved on the time set by the previous year's pole winner, Charlie Charles. And of course, credit must also go to these unsung heroes who are now racing against time, tweaking and coaxing the engines in order to milk the last newton of torque from these machines. Yes, they're pushing the cars as close as they possibly can to their potentials for that much-needed balance between stability, raw power and top-end speed. The 2005 Silverstone Formula Malaysia F1 support race has attracted a bigger cast of international drivers this year from Finland, New Zealand, Australia, Japan and Sri Lanka. Barry Holden, a 2004 overall champion of New Zealand's Formula Challenge, is third.
Hey, my name is Barry Holden. I'm from Hamilton, New Zealand. I won the Formula Challenge in 2004. I got an all-expenses paid drive here in Formula Hayabusa, here in Malaysia at the Sepang circuit. Great opportunity for me.
Miko Nasi, Finland, takes up 4th spot. These are potential rivals who can wrest the crown from Charlie Charles. James Russell, who is the youngest on track, is just 18. He's in 5th spot. Slightly behind, on his right, is veteran Raja Razman, who is still hot, taking up 6th place with a quali time of 2 minutes 15.697 seconds. Ando and Matsuyama, both from Japan.
3年間、マレーシアでゴーカートしまして、これからマレーシア最後のレースをやりますんで、頑張ります。
Romani Da Silva of Sri Lanka and David Westall, an Australian expat currently residing in South Korea. These 4 make up the rest of the field of 10 speedsters. For many years now, Silverstone has been at the forefront of many motorsports events, not only in Malaysia, but in various parts of the world. The Silverstone Formula Malaysia is another first spearheaded by Silverstone in support of and also in taking up the gauntlet thrown by Malaysia's former PM to the automotive fraternity in Malaysia to groom and produce world-class drivers. Since its formation in 1989, Silverstone has stayed true to its course and has scored many other firsts in organising motorsports and pioneering breakthroughs in tyre technology. Now, Silverstone is among the top manufacturer of tyres for the various disciplines of motorsports. Let's get Russell Palmer, Silverstone's Motorsports General Manager, to run us through the latest development on the FTZ slicks and to give us his overall take on Silverstone's achievement in competitive tyre development. Russell Palmer, over to you.
Okay, this 2005 support race for the Malaysian Formula One, now Silverstone Formula Malaysia. We've redeveloped our slick tyres this year with slightly stiffer sidewalls to give us a better turning into the corners. We've used a softer compound this year compared to previous years, so it's given the drivers more grip, and overall the tyres have lasted quite well for this race. We're actually very, very pleased. So each year now we get involved with the Malaysia Formula One support race. So the tyre development is improving, and to the point now where we have some very good championships coming up around the world where we'll use these same tyres. We're now looking at Spain, China, and further into New Zealand with our slick tyres. So we're pleased to have better development now with our slick tyres for this Formula Malaysia support race. And so we're very, very happy that the development is coming on.
The 4th chapter of the Silverstone Formula Malaysia F1 support race takes a slight departure from the ones in previous years. The age limit has been scrapped. Romani Da Silva, a last-minute entrant, is a first-timer in a Formula car on wings and slicks. Let him tell us more why he's doing this at age 41.
Yeah, hi, I'm Romani Da Silva. I'm from Sri Lanka. And I've been racing for about 12 years. It's my first time out at Sepang, and first time I'm driving a wings and slicks formula with this kind of power. A lot of people ask me why I decided to do this when I have never driven this car before, to turn up here and race with these guys who race this kind of car all the time. And for me, my philosophy is I believe that nothing is impossible, and I just go for it.
Let us now join the drivers as they prepare to take to the track for the formation lap. This is the time when drivers try to work in as much heat as they can into the sticks. Track temperature just before flag off has shot up to 50 degrees Celsius, and that can only go upwards on the slick tyres as the race progresses. That's hard. The input that will be gained by Silverstone would be highly significant for future development of tyre compounds and design in general, which will eventually go towards making more efficient and safer tyres for the ordinary drivers like you and I. This is going to be a 10-lapper, no pit stop, no refueling, no tyre change. 55.43 kilometers will determine if the other contenders, Miko Nasi, Gene Rollinson, Barry Holden, or even James Russell, who has been living in Malaysia since the age of 2, can upstage defending champion Charlie Charles, the 19-year-old from Australia, a long-time resident of Malaysia. Now hang on to your seats. And the 5 red lights are off. Charlie Charles streaks down the straight to fight for the first right-hander, and the rest jostle for position as they prepare to take the crucial right-hander. And Gene Rollinson on Charlie's right has made a great start and is about to show Charlie a thing or two. Raw power into the slicks, Gene edges Charlie from the inside and pulls away. We'll have a super slow-mo take and see how Gene gets his one-up over Charlie. Charlie sticks to Gene, shadowing him, harassing him and forcing him to work hard. There you have number 9, Endo of Japan, surging forth, slicing the lead from Rajarazman. Oh yes, this is going to turn out to be quite a race, I must say. But it happens too soon for Endo. From going great guns, now he's run out of asphalt onto the grass, but help's on the way though. Close quarters racing demands a high level of concentration, and Endo has had a lapse to land where he is now. What a shame. Barry Holden in car number 2 seems to be losing pace. Definitely something is amiss. He was scorching hot, pushing Gene and Charlie all the way right from the start. But behind the leaders we have an interesting duel developing. The youngest man on the field, number 10, James Russell, is being hounded by Rajarazman number 6, a veteran go-karter and constant competitor on the Malaysian racing scene. Here we have Barry Holden, a hot contender, limping out of the race.